Check out that freaking angle. What is up, crawler fans, RC enthusiasts, and social media surfers? I'm your boy Josh with MOFO RC. And man, I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're ready for this one, dude. Tips and tricks with Tex number 4, dude. Let's go. In the last video, we repositioned the lower rear links to the shock mount. Made for a ridiculous amount of flex with our front end was already doing well. Awesome, freaking killer. I was sitting here looking at this thing, and the only thing that I can do left that's really going to work with what we have done and not going to require a whole bunch more work and parts is the rear lower links. That's all we can do. If we do the front upper or the front lowers, the tab for the spring or the shock is going to be in the way. We can't reposition everything without having the SOA riser, which is going to affect our battery. So anyways, we had to change absolutely everything the way we did it. And I absolutely love it. It's freaking killer, bro. It's like right there. And so we're just seeking for the most minimal amount of work, money we can put into this thing and make it do the absolute most. You see that rear? We only did the rear, but dude, freaking settles perfect. Jeez, get you some of that, bro. So in this video, I will be showing you how to get that crazy angle that you saw at the beginning. We'll be installing the lower links and talking about all of that. We'll be talking about the original SOA riser, which you can weight out, by the way. That's an ounce of tungsten underneath there. We'll talk about the new SOA riser that replaces it, and the MOFO servo mount that I talked crap. Well, I didn't talk crap. I just said I didn't need it because I normally would run one of these. So, but I do need it because I can't do all of that in this rig without repositioning everything, completely redoing everything that we did and spending a whole lot more money on parts. So we're just trying to keep this thing to the minimum. So if you would have bought the MOFO RC black label servo, it would have come with this mount. Sure, it's like 35 bucks, but dude, this is an amazing investment. Again, it comes with a horn. We wouldn't need the horn. It would be too short. So we would have to use the white one. But the reason it's too short is because we need the long throw to be able to get all this out here. You may not be able to get this if you use the short horn on a stock radio. You may not be able to get all of the angle that's available. All right, so here is our front U-joint. You can see that, there it goes. We're going to remove material so that we can get this thing to not chug at a greater angle. So all that we have to do is remove on this one with the small pin. We're going to remove material on all 4 sides. And then we're just barely going to knock off just a touch here on the big side. So I would definitely not recommend this, probably going over about 300 grams. 400 grams. If you start putting like, and if you put an SMP or a Komodo on this thing, it's gone. Toast. It will not play. So you have to be very gentle. This rig only weighs less than 250 grams. So, and it has an 030 motor. So we should have no problem with this. This one over here is going to be heavy. We will be testing this. We will be testing all of these things, but for a comp rig that you're going to go throw down and whatever, and battle with your buddies, that's its purpose. This has, no problem, dude. These things, I got them on Amazon, like maybe $12 or something, 15 at the max. So having a couple sets of them in case it breaks, dude, they're interchangeable. So just buying 2, you would have two spares, just go ahead and mod them all at the same time. And let's go ahead and show how to mod these right now. All right, so this is what I'm using. This is my rotary tool. You can use a Dremel, you can use a file, whatever. So this is the way that I did this. It's clocked over this way. You can see the block here in the middle, so that I'm not going to be tearing up onto this one as I grind it. But basically, we're just going to cut right here, and we're going to grind right here, and then on the other side, and we're going to flip it over to the other side. So we'll check it out. Also, we're just gonna kind of knock off the top of the ear. And flip it over and do the same on this side. All right, you get the idea. This is hella hard at this angle. I'm gonna finish this off camera and show you. All right, so that's gotta be enough for this purpose. Working pretty good. I don't know how much angle that is. It's pretty good angle, dude. It's definitely more than I think the axles are gonna allow for. So let's go ahead and show that real quick, what the axles have to, what has to be done on the axles to make this work. All right, you can see the axle here is cut all the way down to the flat spot. Okay, as you can see right here, I used my knife to cut the axle down all the way down basically to the center part of the axle, right? So it's right around the knuckle. So I just basically held it here and just rotated it down the best that I could. Obviously it was taken apart at the time. I'm just showing you the way that it finished up. I already showed you how to cut them before. I cut them in the first video. But it's the same thing. We just took off a whole lot more material. You will need to remove material on the back of the steering link to clear the differential. So it took a few minutes. You can do it with a knife or with a Dremel. All right, the rain is picking up. I hope it's not too bad on camera. We got to get this crap knocked out. Okay, so next up, we're going to go ahead and talk about these servo mounts real quick. On the original solo riser, you can add a 1/2 ounce of tungsten on each side underneath the servo. Pretty freaking cool if you do want to add a hell of weight. That's an ounce. That's freaking 28 grams, dude. That's a lot. When I made this is when I made the other rails, the pro rails. So this will not work unless we stretch the front end way out because it hits on the sides. So we could run this riser, the new solo riser, as seen here and here, but we would have to completely redo everything. We would need the upper links, the battery would be in the way, and there's no real good place to put the battery. And so it's not gonna, ultimately it's not going to be better, right? Like without, again, ton of more work, more weight, completely changing the rig, which would make basically our electronics not enough. So we're going to avoid doing all that, and we're not going to run the riser in the front link set from Texoma. You may want to put some other high clearance links. You don't really need them in the front. The back is where it's important. As I watched the rig, I never felt like my front links were lacking. Also, you don't need the freaking 3-link or 4-link, dude. Look at this, bro. We have all of the flex that we need. There's absolutely no need for more flex. There's no need for more dropout. And again, I didn't feel like on my pull-ups that it was in the way. So maybe, again, a set of high clearance links in the front would be helpful, but not really that important. Okay, so we could actually run these. We would have to cut this tab off if we ran them. Let's do it, dude. All right, fine, dude. That's what you get. We're going to go ahead and do that. We're just going to modify these, bro. Like, I know that's weird to sell it as a part to be modified, but like this is an ultimate kit. We're kind of like mixing and matching. This is P.O.E STK. I forgot to say that, bro. This is P.O.E, P-O-E, performance over everything folk. That's who this is for, bro. We're just going for as much as we can get for our dollar, right? Because not everybody is tripping on necessarily the cage or whatever. They want to go up the rocks. That's what's important, dude. My designs, by the way, all of these designs, not this, dude. I robbed that. I saw somebody else and I made this cage. But everything underneath this cage, all of these cages, everything here, I mean, even the shape of the hood, everything is determined by the combination of the rocks and the plastic, the material, the process that is being used to try to make sure that we're not, losing energy and catching right here. That's where that shape comes from. This shape comes from right here, just connecting, trying to give just a nice little, phi ratio right here. There's our 2/3, right? Our 6.18. you know, that's our phi ratio. So we just gave it right there, but it's just giving a nice little swoop. It just lets it roll a little bit. But this one was just to be tucked as much as possible and then to catch the front deal. You know, the original cage, you know, the reason why it's all swoopy and whatever is to break up the energy. So it gives something to compress, right? Everything needs to be able to compress. If it doesn't, it snaps. Right, so everything has to have a place for energy to go, which is why this is designed all crazy. People say, "Oh, it looks terrible, it looks ugly." Well, you know what? So does your heart. But you know what? That's okay. You know, we're gonna slay all day, and you can sit there and talk crap, and you know, not come play with us. That's fine. But this was determined by the material, right? That's what this shape came from, and the bottom comes from the rocks. So we combine the shape of the rocks. And the shape that the material requires, and that's what you get a Slayer from, dude. That's where it came from. It's P.O.E, bro. P.O.E. So this line right here, what we're doing, you can build it either way. This is P.O.E. Po-Folk Player. Let's go. And while we're talking about it, I know I mentioned before I haven't really showed these off, but again, this Nerf bar, this came from, I got stuck in the rocks. I talked about it in the last video. I got stuck in the rocks. I got tired of getting stuck in the rocks by the narrow chassis. It goes up in a wedge. It gets wedged in, and you just get stuck, especially when you have no power. So I added the Nerf bar. I thought it was freaking cool. I really liked it. The shape comes from just how it has to transition. You know, and so just to help to clear, you know, get the rear wheels on, whatever, to stop getting stuck down in a freaking crack. And then, so, you know, I had that. It was really cool. Well, when you have the Rage Cage, which is awesome for performance, for keeping it low, you know, whatever, if you can't touch the wheels, it just lays flat. It just lands and go whack, and it'll just stop. You know, so when you have big wheels or whatever, maybe you can push it over and turn it back over. But, so I made this shape right here so that when you roll over sideways this way, it rolls to wheels, and when you roll over backwards, it rolls to wheels. So sure, maybe it's not you know, as LCG as that, but 9 times out of 10 you're probably going to beat it with that. It's just going to take a little bit more weight and whatever. Also, we have nothing in here but a motor and a transmission. All of our electronics are on the axle. Everything, you know, not in this one. It's, you know, we put everything in the chassis on this one. But, you know, on this one, we have our electronics sitting, it's just resting on the inside the links. We have everything in here. So we can afford a little bit more here. Also, this is crazy more durable than this. This is 4mm, bro. This stuff was made to take flip after flip after flip after flip. This will not, right? This is, especially in gold, this thing is not going to take hella impacts, bro. This is your P.O.E comp rig, right? It's made to just be nothing but gate slaying P.O.E-ness. Okay, that's not to say that this is going to break right away. That's not what I mean. It's just, if you keep this one light, again, we're only at 250 grams or less, you know, and so this should hold up to our course, our tabletop, you know, whatever, or running our courses or whatever. You're not going to, it shouldn't be, you know, trying, you know, some crazy lines without being there to catch it, you know, when it's up 5 feet in the air. Probably not going to make it, dude. All right, we might as well just go ahead and include these. These are probably going to be required for the upper rear links if we run anything other than the 030. And also it's going to help, you know, when I bent these in here, they're kind of a little bit wonky. You can see I kind of, you know, it didn't do so good, dude. You should have taken them out, bro. My bad. Anyways, so we're probably going to go ahead and use these, and I will go ahead. I mean, it's just whatever, dude. We'll include them. I'll make it for a freaking good deal, bro. And we'll get this kit tricked out. All right, so how I'm going to modify these. You're seeing the first time ever, dude. Let's see it. Boom. Just like that. Boom. Just like that. Never going to find that piece. All right, dude. Freaking final answer. I'm going to try this. This is supposed to be... This is the rear upper from the Shorty-Short link set. It's required because it has the freaking huge riser, and then to clear the 050 motor, it has to be hella short. So I'm going to try this on the front. That way we can get a good axle clock. We're still going to be able to keep everything in here, and the BSME should help us to get the servo where it needs to be, so we're not hitting our battery or the links, hopefully. So let's try to get this thing going. Because it's raining, I'm going to do this most of it off of camera, and I will just show it to you. Jeez, what a head case. So again, this is a freaking rad servo mount. But because I'm going to use these uppers, I don't need anything else to be able to move this back. I'm going to clock the axle, and that should be enough. So I'm sorry about being a head case. I do want to promote this freaking BSME, best servo mount ever. And the reason it's the best servo mount ever is because you can totally flip it around, move it forward and back, which is going to move your servo, just depending on where your links are, inside, in case you were hitting something, you're trying to build it, you just want it sucked back so it's not getting in the way, whatever. So it's got an awesome feature of being able to move the servo forward and backwards. Awesome servo. I don't think that we'll need it. If we do, we'll obviously use it. The only reason that I was going to use this mount was to push the servo back so that we could have clearance. But now that I'm going to include this front link in here, we're going to be able to roll the axle back farther, and it's going to be out of the way. So it would be like an extra part that we don't need. We're trying to do this as simple as possible, which is why I'm head casing this. I was just going to do rear links, and as I was thinking about this and talking about it, might as well make it a full link set, and that would actually fix it. That's going to be the last thing we need on here, is just these P.O.E STK link set. All right, so check it out. On the new STK links, they're hella beefed up around the link ball. And so especially on the original skid, it's basically like the size of the hole, like the diameter. And so it does kind of rub. So what I do is you can remove a little bit of material here, but then it's much easier just to, before you put it in, just to hit it with a file. And we're just going to remove material on the back side, a little bit on the upper side, especially on the, the front passenger link. There's a screw right here that we're going to remove. I'll show you how to do that in just a second. But, we're just going to take off just a little bit of material. Also, on the STK skid that I made, I raised up the motor about like 1 millimeter or so. So some of these things don't have to be done on the STK skid, but if you're running this, these are the things that you will have to do to make sure that it does work all properly. So let's go ahead and get that screw out that I was talking about. Again, these only have to be modified here at the end, where I'm pointing with the drill, just the link ball at the skid. It's fine on this side. It does kind of touch, but it doesn't really hold it up at all. But it does just catch just enough on this backside that it kind of binds, pops the link ball out or whatever. The other thing is, so we're going to remove this screw right here on the front of the transmission. It'll be okay. All right, that's it. That's all we got to do is go ahead and put the rest of the links on. I will talk about anything else that I come across that you should know. All right, bro, so check it out, dude. We got all the links in here. We're going to run it. I haven't put the bands back on. I had to cut the hooks off. I did get it to all work properly. I want to run it, and I want to include you in that run before deciding what I'm going to do. I may go back at least to the upper link up front. I don't know how much this helps. It is clocked a little bit. It definitely changes how that it moves. So, we'll see. It definitely has more suck down. We'll see how it goes. So I just wanted to get it out. It's freaking dark. It's only 5 o'clock, but it's just cloudy and rainy and whatever. And so this isn't going to be much of a run, but I definitely wanted to include you guys on it. Oh, there's one thing. We will need bands in the back, dude, because the axle will rotate around if it goes too far. And so if it rotates around, the drive shaft comes out. So I don't know that this is going to be the best option. Again, maybe just the lowers is probably going to be the way to go. So, but let's go ahead. Well, I don't know. I say that these, the rear deal here was kind of weird. So I don't know. We'll see. Let's go put on the rocks and we'll, talk about it more. All right, dude. So it's obviously slippery, dude. We have no bands. Let's see what happens. That's so dope. So I'd expect the rear end to kind of pop right here. It's up a little bit. Feels, I don't know, it feels different. definitely feels different, dude. No question. We're definitely higher than we were right now. Oh yeah, the other thing, dude, look at this angle, bro. Oh my gosh, I forgot all about it, bro. I've been working, got orders out. Come on, guy. I forgot what we did earlier. Dude, the angle is so freaking sick, bro. But like, look right now, look how high our front end is popped up. Even with all the angles, still didn't want to go. Slickery dickory dock, dude. And that's also partially because we are so high. Let's see, so with it raised up, no bands, what happens? Can we side hill this? Ooh, still okay. It's not crazy. Ooh, this is a hard one down here. So this is the one I run. Okay, so this is where, right here, this is where you could flip. And right now we would need to turn down, most likely. Let's just go straight forward and see what happens. Nothing. Dude. So, there it goes right there. We found the limit. So let's go up this. See if we can make it back up. Probably not. Right there. Okay, so I want to go downhill. Well, not right there. That's no overdrive, dude. That is so sick. Okay, that we're still pulling right there when we're so popped up is nuts. Freaking nuts, bro. You should go back and watch the last one. So when we popped up like that before, going up somewhere like that is too hard. Okay, so that's crazy. Look how much clearance we have right now. Why? Okay, hold on. Freaking talking, and the whole point of going up there was to do this right here, slowly. I wanted to see what it would do. Wow. Jeepers, dude. That was too easy, bro. So it definitely feels different. Part of that could be being up high, I guess. Ooh, I don't know about going across here, bro. Not popped up like this. Come on, guy. But that belly clearance is savage, bro. I might just run it like this. This is freaking rad, bro. The only problem is when you put it in a bind, that rear end's gonna want to pop. So let's just go and not be careful. Oh, crap. Oops, my bad. So good, bro. Definitely super duper high. Could use a little bit of band work. Ah! I don't know what the heck that was, bro. What happened to your finger? Okay, right there. So this is something like if you didn't have a ton of angle and you needed more clearance or whatever on your course, this would probably be awesome. But I think that it'd be better with bands. But we can check that out. Maybe we should do a little bit more run over here and then go put some bands on. Just had to jump past that crack. Again, this is no overdrive, rear tires in a bind. Okay, we got it loose. Nice job. Come on, guy. Ah, same bite. Dadgummit. I don't know how much that was on. Oh, too easy. What about something like this right here? Too easy, guy. Bro, come on. That log's gonna be slip, or bitage. All right, this log right here is gonna be freaking slickery. We got it. Dude, this thing is so freaking amazing. Look at that angle, bro. Sorry about the light change. I thought I had it on. Aw, from the top, guy. Oh, that's a savage. This thing is hella good like this. Let's see if we can go up this hill. Let's see if we can go up this hill here. Come on. These tires killing it in the wet, by the way. Not all tires can do this. These tires almost look better right now than they were when they got dirty. It's crazy it's still wanting to go, but you can tell it's wanting to lean to the side just being up so high. Definitely not wanting to climb right there. Ah, rotate flip. All right, dude, let's go freaking put some bands on and see the difference. See if we can make this. It's so freaking crazy with this angle, bro. And this thing is still incredibly good. So good, dude. Wow. Okay, so I'm gonna try. I think that the back end is okay. I don't think it's popping too much, really. It was the front end was riding like super duper high. So I'm gonna go ahead and put bands on the same way that I did in the last video. And let's see what's going on. Or was it this earlier? I don't know, dude. I keep just shooting and shooting and shooting and I break it up. So I don't know how many videos we are. I'll figure it out later. All right, here we go, dude. Let's push it up. Let's try to have a nice little run here. Show them off, feel them out. What do we think? We got hella angle on our steering. I had to even trim a little bit on the link because it was hitting. So I just used Dremel to trim on the link until it didn't hit anymore. We need an overdrive to make that turn. All right, come on. Here we go, bud. Keep it tight. Keep it up. Can we make it tight? All the way up. Oh, it slipped. This is the scary part. Ah! So I don't think that it's flexing as well right now, but that's what happens when you put the bands on. You could do maybe a single pivot here with a single rubber band loose. Oops. All right, so running it, that was a crazy easy pull up. Let's go up over the tip. Can we go up over the point? Just the tip. What I really want to do is to try to keep this tire on the top. And I want it to pivot around. Right there. Oh, right there. Ah! All right, one smooth motion, buddy. Here we go. We gotta push up. We missed the line. Right there. Up. Right there. And around. Come on. Great job. Okay, let's test out these links. Let's see if we can do this. We don't have crazy dropout. We don't have STK dropout, but we got more than on left. Something like this may require some hoppage. Also, we don't have torque, dude. Uh-oh, tire bite. Uh-oh, that's a no-no. Dude, don't touch me in the no-no squares, dude. Ooh. Okay, here we go. Here's a little tester. Let's check him out, dude. You guys got a good view, better than I can. Let's see if the links hit it all. If it would have hit. Whoa, right there. Look at right there. Right there, dude. Look at our rear end, our rear driver would be floating right there. It would not be on the ground. You see that? Look at how we're still touching. Contact the whole time. Nice push. Great job. So right there, not that it wouldn't made it, but it's definitely going to make us smoother and keep power down. Here's another one. Let's check this out, this transition, and see. Looks like, I don't know if the rear link or the front link would be hitting right there. I can't really see, but it's definitely super easy and clean. And then right there, we're not hitting, the tires are still on the ground. So we're not hitting right there and the tires are still on the ground. We'll have to go back and look and see if we can find this little spot and see if the rear hit at all. If it made the, see, we're popped right there. Cool, right on, dude. So I would say that, you know, for the most bang for your buck, you probably don't need the links. I would probably stay with just what we did, the steering mods, getting all this angle. I'd probably get an overdrive. And, you could probably just call it good there. And just, especially if you're going to stay with an 030, it's going to take a lot of jumping anyway, to do stuff. You can do control stuff, but a lot of times it's going to just take some throttle. And so, I don't know that you really need it if it's really, that big a deal. If you're really stretched on cash, you might just want to build another one. So I know it would only be, I don't know, another 15 bucks or something, but I'm trying to keep this as bare bones, minimalistic. What do we need to slay? Obviously the whole thing, the more you have it really does better. But is it, tire bite. I was watching the front tire. But do you need to have, what do you need to have a great day? What is extra and just makes it a little bit more fun? Or, you can make that one little deal extra, Maybe on your course, you don't need any of those things. Maybe on your course, you need a lot more. I don't know. My bad. So, but that right there. So it's not that it couldn't do that. All right, so we're gonna go across this again. It's not that this is super hard, right? It is hard, but it's just that I was going a little bit too fast, right? And then I had the wheels still turned up. So when we get to that spot, we just need to be here and then down and then back up. And so that right there, probably if we had a little bit of weight, we could avoid that and make it across there and not flip. But, we're running ultra super duper light, and so it takes hella skills. Nice job. So nice having an angle, dude. Like, you quickly forget, but then if you went back, you'd be like, oh my gosh, dude, where's all my angle? Okay, so we're coming up on this next one. We got a little drop. We should be able to see right there, the links should be hitting. I don't know that it's better or not. You know, this is what we're trying to see. Is it really better or not? You know, obviously we could just go off this without the links, but is it allowing the links to come down where they would still be stuck up? So let's go right up here. I'm gonna try this right here. There it is, right there. Okay, so it's not really, it doesn't look like, I don't know that we would, see, this is what I was talking about. I don't know that we would really need high clearance links. We are clear just a tiny little bit there in the front, more than we would have been. But I don't know that it's really necessary. I think flat links probably would be just fine. But you did see that pull up in the rear, definitely super clean. Nice, nice, nice. That is so freaking clean. Uh-oh, we missed. Back up. Ah, what the heck? Too big a pull, dude. Oh, this 030 is just like good, and then it puts you in spots where it's just, oh, not good. Let's try this guy right here. Wow, look at that. Come on, buddy. That was so sick. I told you not to flip, dude. This is one here. Dude, we need a brushless motor. I got just the thing. Stay tuned, bro. Just so you know, we got that coming. Got tricks, dude. Got a brushless motor trick. So let's go back this way. We'll finish this up, dude. Just wanted to get a little run. Just feel them out, include you dudes. I don't know if anybody's watching this, but this thing is just absolutely freaking killer, dude. Ah! Dang it, freaking brushless, dude. It's just, you get it and you think you're good and then it lets go. And yo! It just takes so much attention, bro. And what I'm talking about is just on throttle. You need a little more and then let it go. A little more, let it go. And then try to do that smooth without it jumping, bro. It's hard AF. Getting the rear end to pivot around so it's gonna hit this nicely. Bindage. Uh-oh, that's not good. Dude. I don't think we can come back from that. Yep. Oh my goodness. Ah, dude, that's what I'm talking about. Just if you go too fast, dude, it'll flip. Just has no weight to hold it. There we go. Gosh. See, on this rig especially, keeping it this light, I've found, dude, I got tricks. We're not going to talk about it. I'm just going to go ahead and try this. We need to be done with this video. Get to the next one. Gosh, come on, dude. You can do it. Right there, right there. Just the tires letting go. I think the two things that I really want, I'm missing overdrive and a little bit more torque. If we had overdrive, we would probably be bad. I think that what I want to see is underdrive on this. If we put an underdrive gear on this, we may be really good. I think that's what I'll do. I'll order an underdrive gear and I won't touch this until we do that. Well, we'll drive him. Bouncer status, let's go. You see what I'm saying? It's hella grippy. Other thing too is having overdrive, or not hella grippy, it's hella stable actually. It's just on the little things, dude. You can make little things that'll make you flip over that if you had a little weight, or if it was a little bigger, that it wouldn't, you know? Just being so small, so light, it can do little things that really F up. That's pretty cool. Can we go down? We got it. Come on. Nope. Well, we got it. Heck yeah. I don't know if I had it all on camera, but we got it, dude. Let's see if we can get out of here. I bet you it's gonna bind up. Nope. We can squish more than we did the last time I did that. But we're at a bad angle. What do you mean you gotta be tall enough? What about a little jump? Yeah. Do our pivot from the last one. Why? Why go fast? You were doing so good. I don't think we need the pop of speed. Ooh, that's in a scary spot right there. Can we make it slow? Ooh! Riptide flip, dude.